Welcome back to Night and Day TV. Chris and Michelle joined by Bill Conti. As I mentioned, I don't embarrass you when I say Hollywood legend, do I?
Well, the legend's a little scary, but I do live up there.
You do live in Hollywood, and you've had a nice career, a nice run working up north, correct?
Well, yeah, it began in '76, before you were born.
Oh, I was born in 1970.
Oh, see, I missed by 6 years.
Okay.
So that song comes out in '76.
The Rocky song.
The Rocky song. So you need a hit in my business, right? You need to be identified. I mean, you can make a living.
Yeah.
You can't buy houses.
Right.
You can't have motorcycles and cars.
Yeah, it's like living in San Diego. Very similar here in town.
That's right. So in '76, it at least began a career.
Yeah.
And I'm content.
You're content.
Well, what else you got to say?
Yeah.
It didn't have to happen, but it did happen.
I'm curious, what type of musician, before you got into the Hollywood game, if you will, and circuit, what type of musician were you out playing and gigging around town and stuff?
Yes. The family, grandfather and father were both musicians.
Okay.
So I also studied music while I was in a saloon.
Okay.
My father did the same. He did classical, and he played in a saloon.
Sure.
So I have 2 bachelor's degrees, a master's degree, and a doctorate in music. Wow. Which guys with cigars don't care about at all.
They want a hit, right?
You know what I mean?
They want a hit.
But if you want me to teach at your school, I am qualified.
You're qualified.
However, playing from 9 o'clock at night to 3 in the morning in a speakeasy was done forever.
Yeah.
And then, as I say, right before '76, because I lived in Rome prior to coming to Los Angeles. I'm from the Northeast.
Okay.
There's a story of where and when and ever. But anyway, 8 to 10 years in Rome where my daughters were born.
Wow.
And then I did a movie there with Paul Mazursky, a director, and by accident come over. I've never been to the West Coast, come to LA, do this movie, sure, why not?
This little Rocky movie?
No, 74,
okay,
Harry and Tonto, Old Man and the Cat.
Yep.
Another movie, then in '76, without a long story, there was that movie.
Yeah.
So everything I had in Rome was still in storage. Well, I didn't have a nickel. So how could you send for the junk that's living in Rome, right? When the junk arrives, it's like you've been paying storage on broken chairs.
So the career starts taking off in the mid-'70s, and you're able to combine all the worlds and get everything planted. Los Angeles since the '70s, then, is that correct?
We're not leaving.
You're not leaving.
I told my wife, they make movies here, and by the way, they pay you. They even overpay you.
Sometimes. Is that the case still?
I think when you're doing something that you love to do,
doesn't matter,
and they give you a pile of money, you've been adequately. Now, my agent doesn't feel that way.
Of course.
He thinks I'm walking around with 90% of his money.
So you've been recently named the Principal Pops Conductor of the San Diego Symphony. What an incredible honor to have you in town and affiliated with the gig.
And the honor is mine reciprocally because the San Diego Symphony is one of the finest orchestras, and it's been acknowledged by this League of Orchestras in the country. It's not just like, oh, San Diego has, no. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, San Diego is in the same conversation.
100%.
So when someone says, would you like to be a part of this? And I think in 2010, I did a concert here.
Yeah.
And I had a memorable experience. So the natural was, well, I'd love to.
And this is a 3-year endeavor for you, correct?
Well, yeah.
So you're starting, 3 years. You're starting. Your first production is going to be the 4th of July with the Summer's Pop.
The seasons begin like that in that world. So July 4th, three concerts for sure. And then some in the fall, some in the spring. I will be a part of the environment.
That's fantastic. Now, have you spent a long period of time in San Diego before? Are you going to call San Diego your home? Are you going to be commuting? How's that going to work?
I'm going to come back and forth. I've been here. I came by boat, come by motorcycle. I've been in and out of San Diego.
Yep.
I know a bit about it. I do live in Los Angeles.
Sure.
There's no question about that. And it's not all that far.
No. I make the commute all the time to see my folks up there.
I'm saying, how bad can that be?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations. Productions. I can't begin to tell you how excited we are to have you here in town,
Likewise.
part of the San Diego Symphony, and you're welcome back anytime. Please
Chris,
come back, tell us about the productions you're involved in as they roll out.
I would like to do that, and they're going to be exciting, I guarantee it.
Well, welcome to town, my friend, and thank you for the little history lesson as well. Appreciate that. When we come back, San Diego This Weekend with Michelle and myself. Hang tight, Night and Day TV with Chris and Michelle.